Romans 9:20-21. Neighbor, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Kal halal Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Peace, salutations to the brothers on down, teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news to four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few sisters that tune into these video epistles. Hope you're edified, built up by the power of truth that's coming out of this book. Is our book for the holy people. We're calling a lesson. This gospel promotes slavery, rulership, slaves, one having dominion over the other. That's what's in the book. If you don't like it, take it up with the author, the director of this thing. Take it up with him. And they don't like it. They who? Those who are currently in rulership, because they can see that their time is coming to an end. And their time of rulership, they're going to be put under the thumb once again of who? Who are these characters, the main characters? We're going to see as we go through this lesson, if you don't already know. If you do, well, an iron, or what they call grist to the mill. Let's go back to it here. Romans 9:22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Who's that? This Esau, Edom, calling himself the white man. It's not me calling him that. He says, I want you to call me white. Since 1681, prior to that, there's no such thing, and no such thing as a black person. No, he is Esau, Edom, the nation of Edomites in the book. That's who he is. Verse 23, and that he might make known, he who is our power, Yahweh, meaning he to be the existing one, known riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which is who? They're calling us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We spread to the four corners of the earth. It doesn't matter what we look like. We've gone past all of that. If you're still stuck on the color thing, you've been tricked, duped. It's all lies. He had the mercy which he had afore prepared unto glory. We are those people, and as we're here, let's just get Romans 9, let's get 12. It was said unto her, her being Rebekah, the mother of the twins, the elder, who is Esau, Edom, shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. See, the Most High hates. He loves and he hates. His perfect balance here. What's that? Proverbs, I think it's 11:1 said, a false balance is abomination with him. Well, he's the epitome, if that's the right word, of balance. Let's get it. Genesis here. Genesis 27, and these blessings was being handed out by Isaac, our father, unto these same two twins. People who just read this and just brush it off and say, oh, that was then, but what about, oh, it's got nothing to do with now. Well, why is Paul repeating it in the New Testament if it's got no bearing? The whole book is based on this good and evil, wrath, and destruction against the saving and deliverance. Genesis 27, let's get 37. Some serious noises getting ready to take place just outside where I live here up in the hills in Jamaica. Genesis 27, let's get 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him, speaking of Jacob, thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son Esau? It's got nothing for you. Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Just make me think of this. So let's quickly turn there. He lifted up his voice and wept. Why is he doing that? No blessings for you. not in terms of the eternal righteousness, not in terms of immortality, not in terms of righteousness. Hebrews 12:16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person. This is a God dishonoring, this is a outside the temple, outside of this truth. That's what profane means. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. He gave it away, he didn't think anything of it, and plunged his whole nation, his whole race of Esau, Edom, the Edomites, into nothingness and oblivion. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance. Re meaning back, pent meaning sorrowful. He's never going to find that place because it's not for him, though he sought it carefully with tears. Back to Genesis 27. Let's jump now to 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live. See? That's all he knows. Wickedness. He lives by the sword, his weapons. And shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Well, he's had his turn of rulership. All of these heathen nations have had the Hebrew Israelites in slavery and have all benefited greatly from us being under the thumb, so to speak. Verse 41, hope you can hear me here. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father Isaac are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And this same spirit is in this man right now. And he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. And when he's about to fill his belly with his crazy schemes and his artificial intelligence, where we're going to go to next? We're going to get Psalms before we move on here. Psalms 2. Psalms 2. Let's go from 1 to 4. Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing like that RFID, NFC microchip. That's the mark of the beast that's in the book. We're not frightened to say it. We're going to keep saying it until this man implements it. The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord. See? And against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Most High is laughing at this man. The Lord shall have them in derision. Jump to 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Who's the one referred to as the only begotten? It's Yahweh Shai. His name is, he is salvation. He's a redeemer, intercessor, mediator. He's our high priest, the captain of our salvation. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Where's that? See? Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, and be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Our power is getting ready to show himself. Where we're going to repeat that there in. We don't like these same scriptures coming out. You need to click away now, because we're going to keep bringing them out over and over and over. Revelations 2:26. And he that overcometh, this red letter Yahweh Shai speaking, and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. See, this is what we're speaking about in this lesson. This gospel promotes slavery, rulership. Who are you ruling if you got no slaves? Who are you ruling over? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. See, it's your turn. Esau, Edom, get ready, get ready. You're going into slavery. And all these people you're sending out to speak on your behalf. You can't change what is written in the book. Leviticus 20, been reading this a lot recently. 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I the Lord am holy, and have severed you from other people. What does that mean? To sever means to cut. You're separated. If you cut something, there's one part over here, another part over there. I've separated you, severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. And let's get the favorite here. I often read this, I haven't read it for a while. Let's get back to it. Deuteronomy 7, just one verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, Yahweh thy power. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people, severed unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. No, it's not about being the same. We're not trying to take a shit in the same toilet as you, eat at the same restaurant, to go to the same outings and trips and be in the same football team or whatever it is. It's not about equality. No. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's what thus saith the book. That's the word of the Lord. If you don't like it, take it up with him. 2 Samuel 7:23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom the Most High went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. Who done that for you? For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel, to be a people unto thee forever. And thou, Lord, art become their power. This is the truth of the book, the truth of the matter, so to speak. Deuteronomy 4, scripture, Malachi 3 and 6. I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, Jacob is not consumed. Deuteronomy 4, let's go from 5. Behold, I have taught you, this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel, the Most High speaking through Moses. I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord thy God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, and hath the Most High so near unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? There's nobody like the Hebrew Israelites. And what nation is there so great, that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? There is none. They was not given this laws, statutes, and commandments, and way to live successfully in the earth. And we messed up, so that's why we're in the condition we're in now. So laugh all you like. Let's get the Apocrypha here. Sirach. We're gonna gonna raise my voice here above the noise outside. Sirach 42. Sirach 42, and let's go from 24, I think. 24 and 25. All things are double, one against another, and he hath made nothing imperfect. One thing established the good of another, and who shall be filled with beholding his glory? See? Up, down, right, left, good, bad, hot, cold. See? Left and right, whatever it is. Two set against one against the other. It's Sirach. Still in Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 33. Let's go from 10. Where is that? And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. in much knowledge, the Lord had divided them and made their ways diverse. See these people talking about humanity and mankind and all the rest of it. They don't want to acknowledge that the Most High has divided for himself a people. Let's keep reading. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. This is the word of the Most High. If it's not convenient for you, then tough luck. Take it up with the director, as the clay is in the potter's hand. Remember, we read that earlier in Romans 9. To fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good set against evil, life against death. So is the godly set against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against the other. See, that's what's set up. It doesn't matter what your point of view is. That's what's in the book. You can get as angry as you like. It's not convenient. 2nd Esdras 3. 2nd Esdras 3. Let's go from 13. Now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them whose name was Abraham. See, they like to try to hijack Abraham. Say, oh, we're all from Abraham. Well, what about the rest? Abraham, seed, and his seed. Him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showest thy will, and madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. Listen. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau Edom, calling himself the white man. And so Jacob became a great multitude. It puts me in mind, this one not on my list here, but let's get, where is that? Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their land. And the strangers who are Hebrew Israelites, foreigners, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. The people shall take them and bring them to their place. Who's this speaking about? The other nations, especially headed up by Esau Edom, the white man. What's his place? Is beneath the true children of the Most High. That's their place. That's where you're getting ready to go back to. They're going to take them and put them back in their place. Let's get back to Sirach here. Sirach. No, did we have some more in let's get the Lord's favorites here. Love reading this. 2nd Esdras 5 and 22. Oops, I'm in the wrong book here. Let's get 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 5, and then start at 20. 2nd Esdras 5 and 22. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again through his angel Uriel, and said, O Lord that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. I think that's speaking of Jordan. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river. Oh, that's the river Jordan. So the pit must be Israel. And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. That's the Most High's favorite. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. That's his favorite. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people. This is the controversial part. Nobody wants to accept this. And unto this people, whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. Who did he give this law to? It's all over the scriptures. It's inconvenient. You don't like it. Tough shit. My ways are not your ways. That's Isaiah 55, but we're going to keep moving here. We're going to go to 2nd Ezra 4, still in the Apocrypha, and just get a couple of verses here, 36, 37. And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer, and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he, the Most High, hath weighed the world in the balance. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. So if you understand and accept the teaching of reincarnation, where the seed of our fathers is telling him, you're going to keep coming back and keep coming back until I say that I'm going to call time. So until the number of seeds be fulfilled in you. And what goes for him goes for all the rest of us, until the seed in the earth has reached the end and the full measure of the time that the Most High has set. Then he's gonna move, and not before. Let's get Sirach 10. So we're just gonna get one verse here to wrap up. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And Esau Edom, this white man, is proving that he is unfit to rule. The basest, vilest of men. It's currently in rulership. Job 9:24 tells us that this man is in rulership and he's just about to fill his belly. Esau Edom, he thinks that his AI and all of his weapons can overcome the Most High and his son is Isaac. Also, Yahushua in the reincarnation, if he can receive it, he's the one who gave him his blessing, the sword. That's all of his weapons. And he's the one who's going to take it away from him 1 hour. Just going to take to destroy this man and this kingdom, the righteous kingdom, the domicile of the kings, is about to be established in the earth. You've been listening to This Gospel Promotes Slavery. Shalom until the next lesson.